Hello everyone and welcome to another new series on my YouTube channel. We are going to be working with a color wheel today. So I have this app on my phone called Color Wheel, and that's what I use for using color wheels. So today we're going to do a triad or triadic, whatever you would like to call it, color selection, and I'm going to be using pink, yellow, and blue. So my colors are going to be pink, yellow, and like aqua turquoise. So this is the app that I'm using, and I just wanted to show you it before we started this video. So I'm going to be scrapbooking an Easter layout, and I am using, let me tell you, the Hippity Hoppity collection from Doodlebug Design. Now this is new for this year, and it is their Easter collection. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I was going to make this layout, like starting with the color wheel, I was going to start with monochromatic and then do analogous, oh my goodness, that word's hard to say, and then complementary, split complementary, etc., and kind of go from like the least amount of colors to the most amount of color. However, I really wanted to do a Easter layout for this video because it's going live on Good Friday. So I wanted to do an Easter layout, plus I just got this Easter collection and I'm so in love with the papers. So I printed my photos using my Epson PictureMate Charm printer. So it prints true sizes, so true 4x6, true 3x4, etc. It also prints up to 5x7. So I printed these pictures at 3x4, but with a white border. So I can use the 3x4 cut apart cards as photo mats. Now, this is something that I learned in a class that I took with Virginia Nebel a while ago. She said that if you want to get the most out of your paper collections, print your photos or trim your photos ever so slightly smaller than 4x6 and 3x4. That way you can use things like the cut apart cards to mat your photos with. And also it makes cutting your paper up not easier, but it gives you more paper dimension to work with because you can cut your paper at 4x6 and 3x4. So you do end up with more paper to work with instead of cutting it at 4.5 or 4.25 or whatever you mat your photos at. So yes, that's what she was saying in this class. So for this layout, I am using the colors pink, aqua, and yellow. I'm going to be honest, I did add in a little bit of yellow paper from a different collection. It's just a scrap. It was sitting on my desk, but the paper, the Doodlebug paper pack didn't have a lot of yellow in it. So I wanted to add more yellow in. And I do end up switching my photos around because I really wanted the picture with the containers in the middle. So the two grass photos were separated. But I wanted the blue photo mat in the middle because I'm going to pop it up on pop dots. So the one in the middle would have dimension to it. So I thought the aqua on aqua would be better with pop dots behind it so that you do get more of the separation between the pattern papers there. I did ink the edges very lightly. By lightly, I mean I leave the lid off my black ink all the time. So it's kind of dried out. So it doesn't ink really strong anymore. So it gives it more of a faded look to the edges. But yes, so I did just put the photos in a line across the page. These photos were taken at Easter last year, because as of making this video, Easter has not happened yet. It is March 16th today, so Easter is not until April 4th. I have a calendar beside me. Oh, I'm just showing you what the paper collection is that I'm working with there, in case I forgot to mention it, because, you know, that's a definite possibility. So I am using the 3 colors, with one exception. The title that I wanted to use from the die cuts was rainbow colored, because if you haven't seen this collection, it is very rainbow colored. So I wanted to use the word Easter from the die cut pack, and it's rainbow, so I thought that was fine. It has the 3 colors in it. It just has 1, 2, 3 extra colors as well. That's all right. So that's the piece of paper that I'm adding in. It's from a photo page collection, one of the gnome ones, the summertime gnomes, or whatever they're called. Gnomes in the pool, or I don't know. So I'm making kind of a shelf layout, but not really. I don't know if you could really call this a shelf layout. I do have a lot of journaling for this layout, so that's why I put my photos up higher, so that I could have a really good sized photo block to put, paper block, to write my journaling in on. I am going to be bringing in a little bit extra embellishments that are not in this kit, but for the most part everything I use is from the collection. Except for that one strip of yellow paper. So here I'm looking for more yellow pieces. I really wanted to bring more of that yellow in, but I couldn't find a lot of stuff that's yellow. So, yeah, it was a bit of an issue. Yellow is, it's weird. This collection is definitely very pink and teal based, but there's also a lot of purple in it too, which I like. I love purple, so that's not a problem for me. So here I'm going to use some Nicole Jones printables. I'm going to use some viewfinders and labels. Yeah, I think that's it. Just viewfinders in a couple sizes and 2 different labels. The layout is still sitting on my desk waiting for me to photograph it. I will do that after I finish this. So I'm just using my stamping block as something to put my stickers on. So I'm going to cut out all of these viewfinders and labels and everything, and I'm going to get them where I want them on the layout. So in the video, when it comes back in a second, it's going to look different, because my embellishment clusters are going to be where I want them. I thought I would do it off camera to just save some time. I don't do anything terribly complicated. Oh, and I went through all the die cut pieces, because there's a lot of die cut pieces in those packages. I think one of them had 127 in it. So I did go through those and pull out ones that I'm going to use, but I will tell you now that I do not use half of those die cuts. So for the embellishments, I just split everything up into 3 areas. I didn't really do anything that was overly complicated. I'm sure you can figure it out just by looking at it. And you're going to see me embellish. So yeah, that guy's too big. That guy is a much better size. The little chick, I love him. Well, I was calling him a peep while I was making this layout. He's a little peep. Yeah. And then the flowers, no, those flowers are too big. No, I don't like those flowers either. Yeah, it was a process, let me tell you. There was no real reason for me not liking those flowers. I just didn't really like them. And then I was like, oh, I really like this bumblebee down here. I know he's facing the wrong direction, but he was too big to put in that other one. Yep, that's too big. Those flowers are too big. Oh, I don't want to bring any more hearts in. Yeah. So most of the embellishments that I pulled were from the, let me tell you, it's still sitting beside me here, from the Icons cardstock stickers, because they're smaller than the die cuts. This is a super, super cute collection, I just want to say. Oh, I am putting foam dots on the back of my title, and yeah, it takes forever. Sorry, my mom sent me pictures of puppies. She's getting a puppy in a few weeks, and she sent me pictures of the litter. They're really cute. So I got distracted because there's cute puppies. But that's the way it goes. I have a cute puppy downstairs if I want to go see one. I have an 11-week-old. Well, when you see her, she'll be 11, 12, 13 weeks old. So, yeah. They're so cute. She just sent another one. It's really cute. I have the text messages window open because if I don't, it'll ding in the background during my video. And it kind of gets annoying. So, that grid paper is also from Nicole Jones. She has grid paper that you can print out. And yeah, I just add another little chick over there just to give that cluster a little animal. And I will do my journaling and off camera, and I put the date on this layout. I go through and find the date. So that is everything. I hope you enjoy this layout using a Triadic color scheme from Color Wheel. And I will be back to share more Color Wheel videos with you very soon. Thank you all for watching. Bye.